Hello, ladies. Welcome to week 2 of our virtual Bible study, Believing God in the In-Between. My name is Danielle Stickel, and I'm one of the co-founders of Salt and Clay magazine. I hope you enjoyed our first week of study. Isn't Shannon amazing? Last week, she kicked off our study with the promises of hope for our future. And it's so refreshing to dig into those verses that just speak life into us and remind us of the love that He has for us and the promises that the Lord has for our future. I'll share some of my favorite nuggets of wisdom from Shannon. One was that every divine call to action is a divine summons to trust in God's promise. The idea that when He calls you to do something, He's asking you to trust Him and trust the promise that He's given you. Another one, and I think we quoted this on Instagram, as we believe God and respond in obedience, He will continue to confirm our path with His presence and provision. Yes, this is so true. The more we listen to and obey Him, the more we spend time in His presence, the more He's going to show up. The more He's going to give you affirmations. He's going to open the doors that He wants you to walk through. So if you think about a relationship with like a good friend, right? You listen to each other. You show up. You give advice. You encourage each other. It goes both ways. So Jesus is our greatest friend, and He wants to help us. But if we want His attention, we have to give Him attention too, right? We need to listen to Him because obedience plays a big part in a great relationship with Jesus. This week, we're going to look at God's promise of protection, that He will protect us. Our verse is Psalm 138:8. The Lord will work out His plans for my life, for your faithful love, O Lord, endures forever. Don't abandon me, for you made me. Right now, at this moment, you guys, I'm uncomfortable. I mean, the world's going through a lot right now. There's a lot of uncertainty, and we're facing a lot of challenges and just a whole disruption to our daily life. And it's during these times of uncertainty that the enemy likes to sneak in and fill us with fear. The what ifs play on repeat in our minds. It can be paralyzing, and it can cause us to forget the promises that God has made to protect us, promises throughout Scripture that you'll be looking at this week. Again, it all comes back to trusting Him, trusting in His promises. We need to believe Him. It's kind of the key to salvation. We're saved because we believe. Well, surely we can believe that He's going to protect us as He said He would. So if you want to read with me, I am going to turn my Bible to John 17:9. Before Jesus went to the cross, He prayed to His Father to protect all who ever believed in Him. My prayer is not for the world, but for those you have given me, because they belong to you. All who are mine belong to you, and you have given them to me, so they bring me glory. Now I am departing from the world. They are staying in this world, but I am coming to you. Holy Father, you have given me your name. Now protect them by the power of your name, so that they will be united just as we are. I'm going to skip to verse 20. I am praying not only for these disciples, but also for all who will ever believe in me through their message. I pray that they will all be one, just as you and I are one, as you are in me, Father, and I am in you. And may they be in us so that the world will believe you sent me. So the way I look at it is, if God promised to protect us throughout Scripture, He sent His one and only Son to save us. Surely He's going to listen to and receive the prayer that His Son made to protect us. As you go through this next week, let's remember those promises of protection. When we hear the latest news and the fear and the worry begin to bog our minds down, let's remember that our faith is so much greater than our fear. Let's remember that the God who created us loves us. He's promised to protect us, to always be with us, and to love us forever. Remember that you believe and that you trust your God, and His plans are perfect. I want to leave you with one last passage from Psalms to encourage you this week. It's Psalm 121. I'm going to read it from the Passion Translation because the more words, the better, right? I look up to the mountains and hills, longing for God's help, but then I realize that our true help and protection come only from the Lord, our Creator, who made the heavens and the earth. He will guard and guide me, never letting me stumble or fall. God is my keeper. He will never forget nor ignore me. He will never slumber nor sleep. He is the guardian God for His people Israel. Jehovah Himself will watch over you. He's always at your side to shelter you safely in His presence. He's protecting you from all danger, both day and night. He will keep you from every form of evil or calamity as He continually watches over you. You will be guarded by God Himself. You will be safe when you leave your home, and safely you will return. He will protect you now, and He will protect you forevermore. So ladies, whatever fear, whatever anxiety you have, take it to the Lord take it to his feet in prayer and let go. Let him be your protector. Let him defend you. And I pray that you're blessed this week and that you'll join us next week for week 3 of our study.